He worked his whole life, but died with one regret. His name was Arthur Hale, 72 years old, a retired banker, a man who thought success meant never stopping. To the world, Arthur was everything a man should be: disciplined, reliable, respected. But behind that quiet face was a man who gave everything to his work and forgot to live. Arthur's life began like most ordinary dreams. Born in a small town, where hard work was the only religion. His father used to say, "Son, money doesn't grow on trees. You have to earn every piece of it." And Arthur listened too well. At 16, he worked at a gas station after school. At 20, while his friends went to parties, Arthur saved every paycheck. By 30, he had what most people dreamed of: a stable job, a house, a car, and no time for anything else. He believed love could wait. He believed happiness was something you earned at the end, not during the journey. So every time life offered him a choice, he chose work. Birthdays, weddings, vacations, all became appointments he never attended. He told himself, "I'll rest when I'm rich." But wealth, like time, keeps moving the goalpost. Years passed. Arthur climbed from clerk to senior manager. He bought a bigger house, a better car, a better suit. But with every promotion, something invisible kept shrinking. His laughter, his warmth, his wonder. He had colleagues, not friends. He had achievements, not memories. He had everything, except someone to share it with. People used to say, "Arthur's married to his job." And they were right. His only companion was the ticking of the office clock. One day, while cleaning his desk, he found a photograph. A young woman with a bright smile. Her name was Elena, his first love, his almost wife. He remembered the day he told her, "I can't come tonight. The office needs me." That night became a week. That week became a year. And soon, she stopped waiting. Elena married someone else. Arthur attended her wedding, not as the groom, but as a guest in the back row, clapping with trembling hands. He didn't cry. He told himself it was for the best, that love was a distraction. He buried the pain under long hours and long silences. And in the process, he buried the best parts of himself. At 65, Arthur retired. For the first time, there was no alarm clock, no deadlines, no meetings. Only silence, thick and heavy. He thought freedom would feel sweet. Instead, it felt like falling into an empty room that never ends. He tried to fill his days, walking in the park, watching TV, feeding birds. But there's one thing no man can buy back: time. Every morning, the same question echoed in his mind. What was it all for? He had money, plenty of it. But money can't make a phone ring. Money can't fill an empty chair at the dinner table. Money can't hold your hand when your heart grows tired. He started writing letters to himself. Letters that began with "Dear me," and ended with "Maybe tomorrow will be better." Sometimes he wrote about the dreams he never chased. Painting, traveling, learning guitar. But most often, he wrote about her, the one who waited once, and then moved on. One winter morning, Arthur didn't wake up. His neighbor found him sitting in his chair, pen still in hand, notebook open. The last line he ever wrote said, "I wish I hadn't waited so long to live." That one line became his entire legacy. A message to every person still running, still chasing, still promising themselves that one day they'll live. We spend our lives working to build a future. But what if, in the process, we forget to live the present? Arthur's regret wasn't that he worked too hard. It was that he worked for the wrong reason. He thought success was about winning against time. But time always wins. He learned too late that moments are worth more than money, that love is worth more than longevity, and that the people we ignore today are the only memories we'll crave tomorrow. Arthur Hale died peacefully. No applause. No awards. No one around. But his story still speaks loudly. Because somewhere right now, someone is staying late at work, missing dinner with their child, telling themselves, "I'll make it up next week." And maybe Arthur's story can remind them that there may not always be a next week. Don't wait to live. Don't wait to love. And never wait to be happy. Because in the end, no amount of work is worth a life unlived. He worked his whole life, but died with one regret. Subscribe to WiseSignal, like and share this video, and tell us in the comments, have you ever lost?